Yo, what is going on, everybody? Tommy Gun here. Oh man, this feels strange. I am not going to lie. It's been nearly a year since I made my last video, which is crazy to think about. But there's been a lot of change over the last year, which is a good thing. But unfortunately, with all that, I just haven't had the time to make one of these videos, and there is something that, as you can probably tell from the title, that has changed, and that is a little bit giving me a kick in the rear to make this video. This year I did sell my 2019 Honda CBR 500R, which was a bit sad, but also very exciting because with the sale of that, I did go ahead and get myself a new bike, which I'm going to show you guys right now. Man, there she is. She's a 2021 Aprilia RS660. I picked her up in February or March, brand new. The bike had 1 mile on it. Following the sale of the CBR 500R, which as you know, I loved so much. But this bike has been already incredible. I've put about 1,000 miles on it so far, a little bit more, I believe. So I say we get on her, and yeah, I'll give you guys a little bit of an update. Now, I'm not sure how well the mic picks up the sound of this bike, but let me tell you, man, for a stock exhaust, this baby purrs. Once you get into those high RPMs, whew, it sounds good. So, many of you may be wondering, Tommy Gun, why did he get a new bike? Which is a fair question, because I talked so highly of my CBR 500R. But to be honest, it was just it was time for a little bit of an upgrade for myself. I mentioned it in previous videos that I wanted my CBR for a couple years, 2 to 3 years, to start on and get comfortable with, which is exactly what I did, man. That bike was a ton of fun. Learned a lot on that bike, but ultimately it was time for the next step, the next bike in my bike journey, if you will. And this thing has been no less than perfect. There's so many things on this bike that I wanted in a motorcycle. It has 3 different power modes: commute, dynamic, individual, where you can adjust the power settings with Aprilia engine mapping, engine braking, traction control, wheelie control, all the whole 9 yards. So it's and not to mention, it has a little more oomph than the 500R did. But it just has all the features that these $20,000 super bikes have for much less than 20 grand, which mention, I think the engine size is perfect. 660 cc's making about 100 horsepower was the perfect step from my previous bike. So, not to mention is the bike is just gorgeous. So there's that as well. But I've done a couple things to the bike so far. Nothing crazy substantial, just kind of the first basic things, but I think I'll go ahead and make another video talking about that stuff. There we go, here's some bikers. It's been so long since I made one of these videos, and it just getting me to get out and ride, talk, ramble on a little bit. I'm stoked to finally just be out and riding, because this year has been so cruddy. The spring was non-existent. I went straight from snow to just heavy rain and cold, which I guess is what spring is. But yeah, so but the fact that I put 1,000 miles on so far, and we just are in the beginning of the first couple weeks of June, is pretty good in itself. That quick shifting is so fun, dude. It never gets old. It's so easy. There's quite a bit of riders out. Wonder what's up there. Cannot complain about this weather. One good thing about the sale of the CBR is it didn't actually go too far from me, and I do know the owner, as he's a buddy of my friend, so there's definitely the possibility that the CBR is seen in the future, as I'd like to go ride with those guys sooner than later, and just give me more of a reason to get out on the bike. You can never complain about. She rides so smooth. If I weren't to get this bike, I'm not, quite honestly, I don't know what I would have upgraded to, or like jumped to from my 500R. Everything it's got is just perfect for what I want in a bike and my needs. So I'm very satisfied, and I've been making those mental notes as well, those top 5 things that I do and maybe I don't like. Today I just wanted to get out, ride, and break the ice, because it's been a while. One thing that I do need to get for this bike is a new brake and clutch lever, because stock is not my favorite. To get those would be much preferred. However, I don't know what to get. I was looking to see if they made CRG levers. I'm not sure if CRG makes universal levers similar to the old ones that I had, but I really enjoyed the CRG levers on my old bike. Drop down in the comments, let me know what you guys are riding this year. Whether that be an old bike that you've ridden in previous years, or did you pick up a new bike this year, this riding season? 'Cause yeah, it's about that time, man. It's been too long. Hi, the sock hopper. Alrighty, everyone. Well, to keep it short and sweet, I'm gonna end the video here. But if you enjoyed the video and are happy to see some Aprilia RS660 content. Please make sure to drop a thumbs up. Otherwise, feel free to leave me a comment, and I'll make sure to respond to any of them that I get. But until the next time, dudes, ride safe. Peace. Freaking gorgeous turns, man. Gotta be one of my favorites.